Every serious trader that I've ever met, whether they worked at a firm or built their own book, had one thing in common. They all thought the same way about trading. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So let's walk through how professionals actually approach the game. There's this idea that professional traders have some secret system or magic formula, but most of the time, they're just doing two things extremely well. Number one, they're running tight, consistent strategies that pretty much just pay the bills for the firm. And number two is that they go absolutely full throttle when a real edge shows up. When I was first starting out with option trading, a friend of mine shared a piece of advice his mentor gave him that really stuck with me. He asked his mentor, "What's the secret to actually making money trading?" And the answer he received stuck with me for years. The mentor said, "Most of the time, play tight to the vest. Watch your risks closely and try to make enough to cover the overhead and live well. And then when you find something, an arbitrage or a quasi-arbitrage, pile it on. Hit it with everything you've got. Gear it up. Borrow money to play it. And keep doing that until the arbitrage goes away. And then spend your time looking for the next one." That first part, play tight to the vest, that's where most of the day-to-day of trading actually happens. This means running simple strategies that work, don't take all day, and pay the bills. They're not flashy, they're not some TikTok trade idea. It's usually stuff you could read simply in academic research. Ideas such as monetizing the variance risk premium through ETFs. It gives you clean exposure to a risk premium, and it's the bedrock of any real trading business. But when the big ones show up, the thing that nobody else sees, that is when professionals change gears. They scale and leverage it up, dive deep into the research, and hit the edge with full size. Because these trades are hard to find and they don't show up often. And when they do show up, they never last. So those are the differences between a good year and a career-making year. And yes, of course, these are also the types of trades that you don't post about on Reddit or tell other people, which is why you rarely see people talking about opportunities like this. There's usually limited capacity, and the person who discovers these types of trades wants to capture the whole edge for themselves. But if you do happen to find something like this, please send me a DM. I promise not to post it. So what are these magical trades that people spend their time hunting for? Well, you've probably heard the word arbitrage tossed around, and here's what it actually means. An arbitrage is when you're exploiting prices across different markets to extract a risk-free return. Very hard to find, very infrequent, and very hard to actually monetize. But then there's its cousin, which is basically a statistical arbitrage. And these are trades where there's a very high probability of success with a great return, but it's not entirely risk-free. These statistical arbitrages is where pros make most of their money. It's not risk-free, but it's darn close. And they actually show up more often than you might think. By the way, if you're done messing around with all this nonsense on Reddit trying to figure out what strategies to run, take a free trial with us at Predicting Alpha. We focus on running 5 systematic option selling strategies that you can run without requiring all your headspace, leaving you with time to find those real edges and giving you access to a community of people who work together to try and find them as well. This is how real traders think. They build a system that pays, they stay disciplined, and when they find something real, they hit the gas. And just know, when you are in one of these big trades, even though they're really good opportunities, you're not sleeping much. When pros are in these positions, they're researching everything and looking under every rock to make sure they didn't miss something. There's real money on the line. And as the pros say, you either eat well or you sleep well. And when that trade's over, you go right back to playing tight to the vest and start looking for the next one.